class we will read in detail about 4 phases of action potential: depolarization, peak phase, depolarization, hyperpolarization. In the previous class we know that when we introduce the stimulus produces a graded potential through the opening of ligand graded ion channels or mechanical graded ion channels. Say if the graded potential reaches the particular value of threshold potential, that is minus 55 millivolts, it causes the opening of voltage gated ion channels. It causes the opening of both voltage gated ion channels, voltage gated sodium ion channels and voltage gated potassium ion channels. But the voltage gated potassium ion channels, though they activate, they don't open at that particular time. Voltage gated sodium ion channels open at that particular time. They open very rapidly. Voltage gated potassium channels open slowly. So, though they are activated with respect to time, they don't open at that particular point. In this graph, I have indicated membrane voltage as red, a permeability of sodium, that is how many voltage gated sodium channels are open, that much higher is the permeability. Okay? The permeability is a function of voltage gated sodium channels, and permeability of potassium is a function of number of voltage gated potassium channels that are open. Okay? Blue line indicates permeability of sodium and green line indicates permeability of potassium. This and membrane voltage doesn't correlate with this blue and green line. Okay? These are just in respect to time here. So, when we say depolarization, that is here, at the threshold potential, the voltage gated sodium ion channels open. This results in the inflow of sodium ions. The inflow, that is the rapid inflow of sodium ions, causes depolarization of the cell membrane. That is, the cell membrane turns more positive. When the cell membrane potential, when the cell membrane potential turns more positive, it causes more opening of voltage gated sodium ion channels. This more opening causes more positive change in membrane potential, and the same positive change in membrane potential causes more opening. So this causes a loop. We say it as a positive feedback cycle. This positive feedback cycle is responsible for the rapid rise in membrane potential up to peak potential. Why up to peak potential? Because when the membrane potential reaches the peak potential of plus 40 millivolts, the voltage gated sodium ion channels start sensing the potential and they close. They start to close at that particular point. As the voltage gated sodium ion channels start to close at that particular potential, the membrane potential doesn't grow from there on. So we call this as peak potential is plus 40 millivolts, and this phase is peak phase, and the phase from the threshold potential to peak potential as depolarization. And coming to depolarization after hyperpolarization. If we can see in this graph, permeability of sodium here rises rapidly, whereas permeability of potassium, which is here indicated by green line, it starts when the membrane potential reaches threshold potential, but it doesn't increase or it doesn't rise with respect to time. It only rises when, or it rises at that particular point when the membrane potential reaches peak potential. That is, it takes time to open, and that time is the same time at which the sodium ion channels start closing. That time is the same time at which potassium ion channels start opening. That is the time of peak potential. So, after this peak potential, the voltage gated sodium ion channels start closing and voltage gated potassium ion channels start opening. This simultaneous closing of voltage gated sodium ion channels and closing of voltage gated sodium ion channels and opening of voltage gated potassium ion channels generates a negative feedback cycle. And this negative feedback cycle causes a decrease in membrane potential, a rapid decrease in membrane potential. As this rapid decrease in membrane potential turns the membrane potential towards, or it again causes the membrane potential to return back to its resting state, the original state, it is minus 70 millivolts. We call this change in membrane potential as depolarization. That is the third phase as depolarization. You can see here the permeability of potassium doesn't decrease, or it doesn't stop when the membrane potential reaches resting membrane potential. Or you can say voltage gated potassium ion channels close slowly, whereas voltage gated sodium ion channels close rapidly. So voltage gated sodium ion channels close at the particular point where membrane potential reaches resting membrane potential. But the voltage gated potassium ion channels doesn't close there. They have a plateau-like phase and then they slowly decrease. So this plateau-like phase and decrease contributes to the fourth phase, that is after hyperpolarization. Here, even after the cell reaches resting membrane potential, there is a permeability of potassium, that is voltage gated. So, voltage gated potential channels are still open after the membrane potential is the resting membrane potential. That causes an efflux of potassium ions from inside to outside, resulting in hyperpolarization, that is decrease in membrane potential. As the decrease in membrane potential occurs after the cell reaches resting membrane potential, we call this phases after hyperpolarization.